If you are a researcher and you are relying on outdated skills, then you are already behind. I was going through my PhD work and I came across a website where there was a mention of an online course. So I started researching about other online courses as well. And you know what? I discovered more than 20 online courses which are meant for PhD students. If you are thinking of taking admission for PhD or you are in your early phases, as well as senior researchers, I know for a fact that this video will just shift your perspective towards things, towards research, towards higher education. You know the best part of this is for all disciplines. So whichever subject you are planning to take admission for PhD, or you have already taken admission and you are looking for some guidance, then today's video will definitely change the way you look at things. If you are seeing this video for the first time, hi, I'm Atya. I make content around higher education and research thrice a week. It's really high quality and I know for a fact that you are going to find this channel useful. If you like topics such as today's, then I would really appreciate if you could take a moment and subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell notifications. I tell you honestly, nothing makes me more happy than seeing researchers being a part of this community. The links to all these courses are there in the description, so do not forget to check it out so that you go to the exact page of that course. I have divided this video into 5 sections. So the first one is research design and methodology. So there are multiple courses under this. Here I will speak about courses that are foundational. You may be from any subject. You have recently taken admission for PhD. There are several courses around this that it will help you. Data, statistics and analysis. You have got the result. How do you work around it? What are the different statistical parameters and how do you use that? Academic writing and publishing. The best part about research is publishing your data so that everyone knows about it. How do you go around it? Even if you are a complete beginner. Career funding and presentation skills. You have to present for conferences, you have to present for your thesis defense, and there are different kinds of presentations. How do you reach out to people as well as get funding? Section 5 is all about modern tools and impact. What are the different ways that you can use to increase your visibility as a researcher to the entire world? How do you work around it? And what can you do to sustain your growth as a researcher? We are going to see all of this. There are more than 20 courses. So without any ado, let's begin. Moving on to research design and methodology. So the first course in this is research design, inquiry and discovery. You have just taken admission for PhD. How do you design your experiment? What are the different steps and how do you work around it? Build research questions that are clear, meaningful and publication ready. It also teaches you how to go around the methodology, whether you should go for qualitative or quantitative or you should opt for a mix of both, because every topic requires a different set of methodologies or the approach needs to be different. Understanding research method is floated by University of London and it is one of the most classic courses on research methodology. How do you get around sampling, variables, hypothesis and design? This will act as a perfect starting point if you are starting your PhD. Quantitative research methods is specifically for those who use a methodology derived from quantity. So this will cover your data analysis and different methodological techniques under a quantitative umbrella. It will cover the entire workflow from data collection to sampling to data interpretation. Research methodology basics to advanced will cover all the topics which are required for you to start an experiment and to publish it. Step-by-step explanation suited for beginners yet relevant for senior researchers. Research project management, getting started, is a course. You have decided the topic, then how do you go around time management, planning, strategic analysis, and how do you actually get the work done? If you are looking to give your PhD proposal, then this is the course that you have to go in with first. It will help you take in the methodologies, tools and timelines and put all together into the perfect research proposal that you can ever imagine. This is applicable for academic research and even funded industrial R&D projects. Research Ethics 101 helps you to find tools, to avoid plagiarisms, biases, data manipulation, and ethical pitfalls. This is one of those courses which I wish every researcher goes through first, because we do a lot of things and sometimes we don't realize in the haste of research, we get our integrity compromised. It's a short course, crisp and beginner friendly, and the best if you are really going into the details of research. This is one of the courses that you should be going in if you are working with human volunteers, animal specimen, any kind of research which involves a living organism. If you are planning for an admission to PhD, or you are looking to form your PhD proposal, then these are all the courses that you must take. There is no option for this. You must take so that you get grounded and you get set to start your next venture. As far as the section on data statistics and analysis is concerned, the first course in this is R Basics. Those who are not aware of R Basics, this is one of the concepts and it is actually based on a programming language which is R programming. Data types and structures, syntax and operators. If you are into this field, you will know. Data wrangling, cleaning and data visualization as a step-by-step process you are going to learn in this. How to handle data sets so that you can handle your thesis confidently is one of the things that you have to understand. Diploma in data analysis using SPSS. I leave the full form on the screen, but this is ideal for you if you are working with SPSS and you don't know anything about it. So this is a clearly beginner's course. How to handle descriptive and inferential statistic in a simple manner, in a stepwise manner. That is what it is going to teach you. Research statistics scratch to master. This is one of those courses if you are a newbie to statistics, if you don't understand where statistics should fit. And the reason why I'm telling is, you may be from any discipline, whether it is biology, AI, robotics, physics, maths, anything. You do any experiment, in the end, you have to validate it with statistics. How are you going to work around it? That is what this course is all about. Hypothesis testing, p-values, probability, and much more. You know what is the best part about this? This is designed for academic researchers, okay, not for coders. So if you are doing your PhD, then this is the best course for you. Statistical thinking and data analysis. This is floated by MIT University, and I'm telling you, this is one of those courses where if you are doing your experiment and getting data and you don't know what to do with that data, then this is something that you should definitely check out. A deep conceptual understanding of regression, ANOVA, and statistical probability. Introduction to Python. If you are into data science or even AI or robotics, Python is one of those courses which you will definitely have to take. The best part about this is there are interactive exercises. These exercises help you to test your knowledge and really understand if you have really grasped the concepts. Bioinformatics specialization is something that you should definitely go in for if you are anywhere related to genomics, which is into sequencing or data analysis based on sequencing. You are working on cultures, you are trying to identify it, you are using all sorts of tools for it, then this is something that you can go for. DNA sequencing, genome analysis, and all the biocomputational algorithms is what it will cover. Introduction to programming with MATLAB. Okay, this is one course that is really hands-on. Mathematical and simulation-based programs is what this course will cover. So these were those 7 courses under this specialization, which will really make you understand what all you have to do with data. And now moving on to the next section. Moving on to academic writing and publication. If you are into research, then you have no other option, in India at least, to publish 2 publications. The first course is floated by Harvard University and it is writing in the sciences. If you are in any discipline based on STEM, okay, science, technology, engineering and mathematics, then you have no option besides going through this. This is taught by Nature journal experts. You know very well that it's coming from a good source. It covers structure, flow, and consciousness with practical applications. Peer review and how to avoid common writing errors. This is what it is going to teach you. The next course is Academic Writing Essentials. It is floated by the most trusted experts, how to search, evaluate, and synthesize papers effectively, how to avoid plagiarism and poor quality resources, as well as citation tracking and smart research technologies. If you are anywhere close to learning all this, then this is something that you should definitely check out. How to conduct a literature review. This is one of those courses which really helps you to get a hands-on experience on how to build literature, how to search for it, what are the tools required for it, and how to get a real problem statement through a good literature review. The next course is on LaTeX. So LaTeX is one of the software which is used for writing. Now, most of the researchers use MS Word for writing their publications, right? Even I have written my publication and my thesis in Microsoft Word. But is there any alternative software which can be used for writing, which is much more efficient? Then it is LaTeX. And if you are a beginner and you don't know anything about it, then this is the course that you have to check. Equations, citations, tables, and professional layouts, how to do it in LaTeX instead of MS Word is something that you should definitely check out. How to produce clean journal-ready documents. It is not just theory, it is showing a complete walkthrough of how LaTeX works. How to write and publish a scientific paper. Publishing a scientific paper in a reputed journal is not just about writing it in Word or LaTeX, it is much more beyond that. And if you are a beginner to research, then how do you get from point A to point B? How to structure your abstract methodology, results, and discussion. If you are a first-time author, if you have taken admission for a PhD and you have never published a paper, and you are looking forward to a publication, then this is the course that you have to rely on. The worst part about research is plagiarism. How do you tackle it and how do you work around it? This is a course that will teach you everything about it. Firstly, it clears confusion around what is plagiarism and what is not plagiarism, because a lot of researchers are also confused as to whether paraphrasing something is coming under plagiarism or not. Ethical writing and proper paraphrasing. It helps you understand the gray areas in research. If you are a researcher, by now you know there is nothing black and white. There is always a gray area. And how to work around the gray areas, especially when it comes to publishing. This is one course that will just teach you that. These 6 courses are those kinds of courses. Once you get data, how do you reach that to the entire world? It will give you complete information on that. Just check the description for links and let's move on to the next section. How to level up your impact as a researcher is something that we are going to speak about in this section on career, funding, and presentation skills. And the first course that I want to speak about is presentation skills itself. Slide design, layout, and visual clarity is something that this course will emphasize on. How to work around conferences, how to work around your presentations, whether it is be thesis defense or your regular presentations, is something that will be taught in this course. This course will also help in boosting your confidence and induce audience engagement. When you are explaining to the public what to do for them to make your presentation much more impactful than all the knowledge you have right now. If this is something that you are targeting, then you have no other option than going through this course. I have personally taken it. It's a personal favorite and I highly recommend it. If you are into health research and you are about to apply for a grant, then this is something that you have to look in. How to use AI for proposal drafting, literature summaries, formatting, and ideas as far as health research is concerned is something you should definitely check out. This is the world of AI, and how can we leave AI out of research? If you specifically need a course on how to incorporate AI and AI tools in your research, then AI for grant writing is something that you must check out. Ethical use of AI for funding application. There are some tools that you use, even if there are ethical practices around it, the end result will get flagged by publishers. So how do you differentiate around it and how do you work around these tools for speeding up your own progress in research? If you are a researcher and you really get overwhelmed by a large grant because you have to write a proposal, then this is a course that you cannot afford to miss. Microsoft 365 Essentials is for those researchers and practically it includes the whole world, because I know 99.9% of researchers either use MS Word or MS Excel or different kinds of tools associated with Microsoft. If you are one of them, and I know for a fact that you are one of them, including myself, then this is something that you should definitely check out. Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Microsoft Teams for effective collaboration is something that this course will offer. Automation, collaboration, and productivity tricks. It's great for managing research data and presentation. Effective communication. This is that kind of specialization. You have formed your slides. Now, how will you deliver the slides in a great speech? Comprehensive training in writing, designing the slides. It's great for grants. It's great for teaching. It's great for you if you are aiming for a conference. It's an all-round communication toolkit for researchers. If you are a researcher and you have problem with English, and when I speak about English, it is academic English, not spoken English, and you are looking to improve your English skills with respect to publication, then this is something that you should check out. This is also great for those researchers if you are someone whose entire education has not been in English and you are doing now PhD in any specialization in any subject or discipline, but the medium of instruction is English. This is great for you. It also helps in building a strong academic vocabulary. The words that we use while speaking not always can be used while writing a publication. Grammar, clarity, transitions, as well as argumentation. There are different tools associated with this. So if you are having problems with your language, then this is something that I highly recommend. So courses in this section are great for those if you are looking to improve your communication skills, and this is one of those skills I feel, whether you are doing your work well, whether you are doing your results well or no, this is one skill that will really take your research career from here to here. Modern tools and impact. This is that section where you have done all your research. Now, how do you cater to masses? How do you just amplify from one publication to several publications? How to increase your network? How to really get on in the groove of research outside your experiments? Research data management and sharing offers excellent resources on metadatas and ethical sharing platforms. There are modules on grant compliance and ethical research. It's suitable for all discipline handling sensitive data. You may be researcher in any field. There will be at least one experiment or one aspect of your research where you have to be little sensitive or you have to be little careful. This is where this course will come in. AI for researchers specifically is not just publishing, it is beyond all the tools required for you and your research. Real world projects across scientific domains is something that this particular course offers. If you are a researcher, you have no idea about how AI works, which tools to understand, which tools to go for, and you are really confused, you have no idea about coding, then also this is great for beginners. Cochrane Systematic Review Training is a course if you are into meta-analysis and systematic reviews. Prisma, bias assessment and evidence grading. If you are working into this field, then you are definitely going to check this out. Also, this course builds expertise for publications and for reviews. Boost your research visibility. How to make sure that your citation or your publication goes to the entire masses. Branding, metrics, and online visibility. How to use social media networks for gaining visibility in research. It's great for career advancement and recognition. Conference skills for researchers is one of those courses which I rarely find. It is specially for your presentations in conferences. How to pitch, present, and network effectively in conferences. Poster designs, oral talk, and question and answer talks is something that you should definitely check out. If you are planning for a travel grant so that you can give a presentation in a conference and you are doing it for the first time, you have taken admission and you are doing it for the first time, then this is one course that you cannot miss. That was a real plethora of courses. I was researching for this video for an entire month, and I can really see that the footage has gone above 45 minutes. I have no idea how I'm going to edit it. This has been one topic that has been really dear to my heart, and I really wanted to put everything that I know in one single video. I know that a lot of terms that I've said over here or a lot of words that I've used may not make sense to you, but if you are from that particular discipline or subject, I know it will resonate with you. This particular video I have got so that it caters to researchers as well as PhD students, irrespective of their background, irrespective of what stage in research they are in. If you are a researcher, after learning from all these courses, you implement and you get to a publication. How do you actually read a publication? What are the different parts around it? Is something that I've covered in this particular video. So I'll see you there. Take care for now, and I'll see you in the next video.